So it's not looking good for us in what year are we in? Freaking 2025, I guess. It's not looking good for us at all. So we have the president of the UFC, Dana White, saying, well, he's saying fuck all, really. Like, he's not saying anything to one of the biggest fights that we've been looking forward to for God knows how long. And it really sucks that this is going to be the first video I'm going to be doing. Because around the freaking MMA world, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? Because I really do enjoy this. And it really sucks that I'm going to be starting this off on a sour note, especially since I have a video that's going to be releasing either the day after this is released, or maybe even on the same day, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But especially after Marab just dominated O'Malley, blah, blah, blah. So it really sucks that we're going to be starting this shit off on a negative note, per se. But I don't even know at this point, really, because I want to get this out of the way. John is my favorite fighter. He is. And it's hard. I know people are going to come at me, oh, the picograms, or whatever the fuck you want to say. But he's the best in the world. And he has been one of my favorite fighters. He has been like my number one favorite fighter for God knows how long. So it's rough, man. Let's see what the frick Dana White has to say. Because he has not been saying anything of substance in forever, so.
Of tonight. It's a conversation we've had many times now, the Tom Aspinall, John Jones fight. It's a bit different now, right? Because John's been tweeting a lot about the fact that he's told you his plans, he's ready to vacate the belt, and all the rest of it.
He said he's ready to vacate the belt?
He said he doesn't care if you strip him, he would vacate it.
Fucking crazy. Yeah.
Fucking crazy. What? You have the champ of your division saying fucking crazy. That's your response? When you have the champ of your division saying, nah, I don't want to fight the interim guy. Can you imagine if back in the day, like, say for instance, freaking Ali was the champ and Frazier was the interim champ because Ali did go to that war in Vietnam, right? And Ali came back and he was a champ and then blah blah blah, and then Ali was like, nah, I don't feel like fighting him. Why you don't want to fight him? He's not a nice guy. He's annoying me. Wait, let me try to do I don't know, man. It's just like, how do you mean? Like, he knows this. That's my point. He knows this. He knows what's going on. He's just pretending. This is his excuse. I'm just waiting for any second now to, like, you know what? Let's play.
I've been busy. I haven't been keeping up
There it is.
with the gossip.
Haven't been keeping up. Like, bro, whenever you get his back. Oh shit! I'm not gonna lie. Whenever you get his back against the wall, that's his excuse. I haven't been keeping up. Bro, what have you been doing? He sounds like he's been on like a 2-week bender, bro. Like, you could tell he's been messing up in the club with the Nelk boys. Like, he sounds like he's on like a 2-week bender, bro. How do you sound like this? You guys know this. The only time that you really sound like this is when you're in the club for like 3 nights in a row, bro.
He comes back. He's either back today or came back yesterday or whenever he's in Thailand. So he's home. We'll be home tonight and Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, do the press conference on Tuesday then. Why are we talking about this now? Look at the grin on his fucking face. He knows what he's doing. Immediately as he dropped the Tuesday line, he just backed out of it. He was like, yes, I'm out. It's not Tuesday. I got out of this one. God, man. This one's rough. Look at him. He's a little weasel. He knows that he got out of it. He knows.
We'll figure this out.
If he doesn't fight, because he also called out Francis Ngannou. He said he'd rather fight Francis, which I assume.
Who did?
John.
Yeah.
Okay. Before I say what I'm about to say. Whoa. Easy with the tomato. Whoa. Easy with the tomatoes, okay? I'm not against the John Francis fight. Yo, chill. I'm not against the Francis John fight. I'm really for it. And if it happens before or after the Tom Aspinall fight, it really doesn't matter to me. But the Tom Aspinall fight should happen. That's my point. I know a lot of people are going to be super pissed off that I'm saying, oh yeah, I don't mind the John fight. They're like, but I don't mind the John fight, John and Ngannou fight. I really don't. But let me continue.
Okay. Not that interested in that then. But if he doesn't fight
fuck
Tom
off.
Aspinall and he does walk away, do you think he's ducked him? Would you?
Tom Aspinall's the guy. He's the guy.
He's the guy, man. He's the guy. What does that mean, though? I mean, you could tell he's kind of getting a little bit frustrated. But at this, with John, because, like, remember, like, if you go back, like, 3 months ago, he was, like, pause, on John. Like, the greatest of all time. John is not scared of it. You could tell he's getting a little bit frustrated. But he still doesn't want to go like all in. I guarantee you, give it one more pay-per-view, and he has to keep getting like bullied all over in every one of his press conferences with John Jones questions. Because look, UFC like 316 just finished, right? And he's not getting. He's had like maybe one UFC 316 question already. He's getting all John Jones. So you can tell this is pissing him off, and it's gonna get to him eventually. So let's just see.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see how this plays. Listen, if the guy wants to retire and doesn't want to fight, nothing you do. I didn't want Habib to retire. I thought DC should have stayed in it longer. So it's none of my business. I'll do what I can to make the fight if we can. If he's talking that crazy shit, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and last one on this. I remember the time when GSP announced he was walking away after the Johnny Hendricks fight, and you said he owes it to the belt and the company to at least defend it against the guy that rightfully should fight for it. Do you think that's kind of the same here with John?
Yeah, but John's been John's been John since.
John's been John since blah blah blah. Whenever he started in the UFC, no. John didn't fight back against fighting Alexander Gustafsson the second time or the first. John didn't fight back when it was time to fight DC, first or second time. John didn't hesitate even though he was scared of fighting Rampage. John didn't hesitate to fight Rampage. There might have been a little bit, but never like this. Never. He's never stood so firm like this. Never. John didn't even freaking like when he was supposed to fight freaking Lyoto Machida that could have beaten his ass. When he was supposed to fight Dominic Reyes, I bet if you offer John, and keep in mind that's John's closest to losing. Hot take again. He didn't lose against Dominic Reyes, but that one was a rock. That wasn't even a tomato. But okay, he didn't lose against Dominic Reyes. He did not. Alright. Lucas Tracy, you can suck it. He didn't lose, right, against Dominic Reyes, but I bet if you offer him a Dominic Reyes number 2, he would not hesitate. It's just the threat that Aspinall proposes. Like, you can see it. John can see himself getting like just touched by Aspinall. I know he can. He knows he can, and that's what scares John. Like, you could just see that's what scares him, honestly.
He walked in the door here, and yeah, I was younger then. Yeah. Realize shit doesn't go the way you would like it to go all the time.
Dana, what did you make of Patchy Mix's performance? Because it felt like when he came into the UFC, there was
Right.
a bit more buzz.
I don't care about freaking Patchy next. Let's go to what's that, 7:48, because that's when they grilled him again. What was it 7:48?
No, and we know that.
Did you see the petition online from the fans?
Yeah.
What did you just make of that?
Every human on earth was DMing it to me, and yeah, I saw it.
I mean, I know you.
This needs to keep going. I haven't DM'd them. I don't follow Dana on Instagram, but you best believe I'm gonna find him and DM him that. Please, I don't wanna. I'm not condoning like harassment. Don't harass or say anything freaking mean or go too far with it. You know yourself, freaking goober, whoever does that shit. don't push it too far, but just tag him in a little tweet, ship him a little DM. He doesn't read his DMs anyways, but just make sure if he ever opens your DMs 3 years from now, he does see the John Jones petition link. I'm just saying.
You say you always listen to the fans and give the fans what they want. I'm just curious what you make of that.
How many fans are there worldwide now? Like, what's the number? It's like 400 million.
All right, 400. Let's do some math on this, right? 400 million fans, right? Let's say out of the 400 million, right? 100 million died because over the years of the UFC. I doubt it's that much, but let's just say we're doing rough math, right? Out of 400 million, wait, 400 million, right? Yeah, 100 million died, so we're left with 300 million, right? And let's just say out of that 300 million, right? 200 million of those are hardcore fans that will, let's just say 200 million fans that are hardcore fans that watch every single pay-per-view, that know the names and care, right? Let's just say out of that 200 million fans, right? 150 million of them, like, are tech savvy enough, aren't just like businessmen and shit that just want something to unwind and eat and like chill with the boys and shit. Let's say 150 million of them are tech savvy enough and care enough to go online and look for a John Jones petition to sign it, right? And let's just say out of all of those, right, 100 million of those, right, are the ones that freaking let's just say not 100 million. Let's just say 80 million of those voted for John Jones. 80 million of those would like to see freaking John fight Aspinall, and the rest of them wouldn't. The other freaking 70 million of them wouldn't like to see it, right? Blah blah blah. Fuck, I probably just did the worst fucking math because I'm reading the thing on the screen right now. I probably just did the worst, but yeah, right? And even if you do that, right? Say half of those aren't just trolling. You can see how you cut it down, though. You see where I'm getting to, right? Where you just cut it down. You can see where that's actually a big part of like the fan base that would actually care, that actually support you, and that would actually go through all that trouble to tell you what we want to see.
Or something like that.
God, that's
130,000 people want to see him stripped.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not enough.
No, I'm not
It's
saying
not
that.
100,000. It's like
It's kinda
200
fucking
and
silly.
something. 200 something thousand.
We
I
didn't
saw.
see you in Montreal. What did you think of Jack Del Maddalena?
We don't care about JDM, even though, like, fuck it, we don't really care. So, let's freaking go to, what was it? 838. Let's go to 838.
We're into it. We're deep into it.
Yeah.
Could happen in June, July, August, or September.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Could you talk to us about Zombie on your right?
Bro, it's freaking 938. I'm stupid.
125 years, yeah. It was a low one, not a high one.
Obviously, this John Jones thing is what a lot of people are talking about. I wonder, is there anything that PFL or Francis could do to make that a realistic option for you guys, or are you fully focused on Aspinall?
Yeah, it's Aspinall's fight. I mean, we've been
Let me tell you guys something, right? If John goes in there and steps on Aspinall's neck, right? Which, let's be honest, it's probably more than likely gonna be what's gonna happen. Okay? Whoa, easy with the rocks. Okay, chill out. If John goes in there and steps on Aspinall's neck, right? And where there's no talk of a rematch or anything, right? Let's say John goes in there and dominates. This message will flip around immediately to him trying to figure out a way to negotiate for John to get the Francis fight and for them to make the money off of it. I guarantee that. He's just saying that right now to try to back John into more of a corner to accept the fight. And let me tell you something else in your mind. Something else too. He doesn't really want John to freaking fight Aspinall. He's saying that because we're saying that and we're pressuring him to say that. He doesn't really want, because it poses a big risk for the company. For years, we've all been glazing John of saying he's the best in the world. Lock John in the room with anybody else and he's the one walking out of there and blah, blah, blah. trust me, this is bad for the UFC if John loses this fight against Aspinall. It's bad for them because then their Superman isn't Superman anymore if he loses. It doesn't matter what people say his legacy stands. It does, but there's always undefeated stands. That's what really stands. Because you best believe if Habib had lost one of his fights, people would say, yeah, he's the best of all time, but you could always look back and say, but he lost to that person. So trust me, it's not what it seems with this guy either.
Talking to this kid forever about it, and it's his fight. Listen, you can't make people fight. If John doesn't want to fight, can't make him fight. We can try to make him fight. We can throw things at him that inspire him to want to fight.
They're
but
talking about the freaking money like they're trying to offer.
We'll figure it out.
Like
Regarding this
working his way
TKO
around
boxing
it, it's
thing,
like-
it did seem kind of interesting because I know that there was the
they
Netflix
dropped him from the
upfronts,
freaking
and
boxing
I
promotion.
believe there were rumors that perhaps something was going to happen there with this Canelo and Crawford event. Turkey was pretty big on
Turkey dropped.
making it clear that
Look at his expression. He knows it's coming, bro. He knows it's coming. You got dropped low, bro. He knows it's coming, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this right here. I want to show you something, right? Look at this. Look at from right here, right? Look at the smile and everything, right? Look at this. Look at this expression right here, right? Look at this expression right here, right? And then look at look at this. It's good. He knows it's coming. He knows.
that you would be the head promoter, and then he did say, actually, you were going to be head promoter, and they didn't have a broadcaster, and then it
I swear he's getting pink. I swear his color is changing too. I swear he's getting like even worse than the John Jones thing, bro.
was actually Sella's going to promote it, and it's going to be DAZN pay-per-view, Ring Magazine, all of that stuff.
He's
I
trying
guess
to come up with the
what exactly
excuse right
happened
now.
in the last couple of weeks?
I don't really know. Listen, when we're at work at UFC headquarters, I'm in my own little world, man. I don't.
Lies. It's impossible to be in your own little world. Your world revolves around if we will pay our money to watch your thing on the freaking end of the month or at the end of every week. Your thing revolves around that. So that's just such a blatant line. The fact that he's trying to spin it that way is making me angry.
Don't pay attention to any of that shit. I know what's
Yes, you do. You have to. You have to. It's marketing 101. You have to pay attention to at least what a fraction of your user base is saying. Otherwise, you could risk everyone just turning on you.
going on. I know what we're doing, and I don't really pay attention to that stuff. It doesn't matter to me.
What was the last conversation you had with Turkey like, and how often are you guys in communication?
Yo, look at his face. He's like, he went like, bro said, like, he's like, how am I going to get out of this one? He's like, how am I going to get out of this one? Bro said, you're still on the Turkey thing, little bro?
Shit, I don't even remember the last time I talked to him, but
That can't be good.
we're good. It's very good. No,
That can't be good. It's very good. No, it's not. It's very good.
we're very good.
Thank you.
All right.
Dana, up front to your left. Down here.
Alright, so let's well, where were we that time? Let's go to freaking. This is one of the moments that I really want to like. I want you guys to see his reaction. Let's go to 13. What was it? 1339. Let's go to 13.
Would I be up?
Thank you.
Dana, right back here. It was kind of crazy how much interest John showed in the Francis Ngannou fight. Like there was some tweets going.
Look at him. He doesn't know what to do. Like it's like he's in a fight right now himself, right? And every time he makes the necessary adjustment to land a punch, his guy just jumps 3 stages above him, and now he's he's just in the corner getting beat up. Like he doesn't know what to do right now because these are valid questions that we're all asking. finally these reporters are actually like doing these media people. They're actually doing something, and they're not asking stupid Nina drama questions like, "What's your favorite cereal?" Like, finally, bro.
Going back and forth. What would happen if he came to you and says, like, I'll fight, but I won't fight Aspinall, I would fight Ngannou? Would you even be interested in that or no?
I don't have
Yes, he would. It's just that he's just saying stuff to back you guys off of him for a little bit. Don't let up. Don't let up.
Ngannou on her contract, and Aspinall's the guy.
Right.
Aspinall's the guy, man. He's like a chameleon. He's just shape shifting into whatever the hell will get him out of this press conference.
If you were put in the position, would you maybe try to get Ngannou back?
Yes, he would. That's a lot of money. That's especially with all the controversy that Ngannou's in. That's gonna tune into, and that's gonna bring in a whole other set of people to see. Because they're gonna like, oh wait, the guy that was just in the bad, situation Ngannou was in, not recent. Recently, I really want to talk on that, but you know what I mean. That's gonna bring in even another set. Because it was in the media, UFC ex-UFC champion, da 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 da. That's gonna bring in a whole other set of eyes. So yes, he would. He's just saying this right now. Anything that drives money is what they're into.
Under contract or no?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Understood.
It sounds like John Jones is like giving him a freaking like a back rub. Probably not.
But I'm just curious. But
I understand.
last question for you is, I feel like the sport of MMA is starting to see some little bit of a change, right? You don't see champions making.
We don't care about that shit. Let's freaking go to 1926, bro. Like, because this guy's starting to piss me off, honestly. He's just beating around the bush. He's just saying exactly what we want to hear just to back us off of him for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
Dana, other way, over here.
Yep.
Yeah. One more thing on just John. I know you said you can't make him fight Tom, and it's ultimately up to him. I know you've basically
Shouldn't be,
been
by
on
the
every
way.
wave.
Should not be up to him.
In this
The
sport.
UFC
In your
pays
heart,
him.
do you believe that this is just the process, or
make the
is
fight
it
a stripper.
ultimately you'll get him to fight in your
It's
mind?
definitely the process with John Jones.
No,
Been going
it's
through this
not.
since
Like,
the day he
stop
started here.
saying that.
And it's definitely the process.
Do you believe it
Him and
ultimately
Anderson
will happen,
Silva.
though?
Him and Anderson Silva. Every time,
Bro,
throughout
who cares about
the history
Anderson, man?
of
We're
being in
talking about
business with those.
John. We're talking about John.
Trust your gut. Like, in your gut right now, does it tell you that fight will end up happening?
What the fuck is going on in the background? That's what I really want to know.
What's that?
Like, in your gut, do you think that fight will ultimately end up happening?
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it since.
He's counting in his mind right now. He's counting to see, like, okay, I don't want it to seem like I'm running from the press conference, but I gotta get the fuck out of here before I got another John Jones question.
The beginning, and John Jones agreed to do the fight. So John Jones was offered the deal and accepted the deal.
Like, he's just dodging at this point, man. Let's see. We have one more 22-10. Let's see what they're saying.
Just said there before, like on the last answer, you said
John agreed to fight Tom, yes.
so. But he hasn't signed a contract or anything.
You're right. Yeah.
So that's
I mean, you guys.
What do you mean? So what you're saying is you had him and you let him off the hook. Because I guarantee you, if as soon as John said, okay, I'll take the 13 or I'll take the 12 million or the 22 million or whatever they offered him, right? To fight. You're telling me if they were recording that screen, that phone call, and immediately made a tweet saying, yes, John said, I will do the fight. He can't back out of that now. Because then that's really his legacy. John Jones actually ran from Tom Aspinall.
You guys have heard me for the last however long. I said, I guarantee you this fight's going to happen. This fight's going to happen. Fight's going to happen.
Look. I guarantee you that fight's going to happen. Get off the coke. Like, I'm telling you, he's sniffing whatever Connor's sniffing too, bro. Get off the coke, man. Like, I don't even want to watch any more of this, bro, honestly. But yeah, man. we need to like step this up. We need to get like a big, we need to, John, like, I don't know, man. He's like out there in Thailand. I'm living my best life. Sipping on coconut. Like, I don't know why I'm doing a Mike Tyson impression, but bro, he needs to like, I hate saying this about my GOAT because John is my favorite fighter, but like, come on, man. Come on. You're backing me into a corner here, but yeah. Freaking, let's see if we manage to get this fight, man. See you in the next one.